Oh dang, alright, I'm already starting. Hello, you can see my toilet paper in the background. But yeah, so I basically wanted to talk about the lack of diversity with the social media influencers. And it's just something that's kind of been like just now become a conversation piece when it's always been a problem and it's never not changed of any sort. Because for like instance in like the beauty industry we have like people like Jackie Aina, who else, I don't know, I can't even think of other people, but they don't get the promotion compared to the Jeffree Stars and I don't know, I don't watch these people, James Charles and stuff like that. Like there's no comparison. And so a lot of these people, also to add on to that, a lot of makeup companies are just now making shades that are suitable for people of color, like any type of color really. Like I remember Amway going to like the drugstore and like Amway literally had like 5 shades of Calabasas. Like no. But back to social media influencers. So like there's like the whole thing with Dote and how there is like discrimination and like basically segregation. And honestly, are we surprised? Like I don't understand why people are just now talking about this. This has always been a problem and never stopped being a problem, and it probably won't be, will end for a long time. And so it's good that like people are exposing this behavior and kind of like bringing it to life, instead of just kind of overlooking it and just being quiet and taking their coin, because there's no integrity in just receiving your goods and not looking out for the good of your viewers or basically you. So yeah, it's so concerning and disheartening that these companies think that this is okay, and they're kind of perpetuating this like mentality of white supremacy and just toxicity. Like there's no this is why we had things like, well, we still do, we have things like Afrocentrism, well, not Afrocentrism, Afrofuturism, because before, for a long time, with like science fiction and any type of futuristic fiction, black people and other people of color would not be included, and so there'd be this ideal utopia, and it'd only be white people. And so Black people, of course, being our innovative and creative selves, we made things like Afro. Alright, y'all, I'm an idiot and I forgot to free space on my camera, so of course I ran out of space. So I'm just gonna start off where I was, yeah. Okay, Afrofuturism. So we made our own space, and that's the thing that we've always been doing. And that's why we have HBCUs. A lot of people don't understand the history behind HBCUs. So, and that's just short for Historical Black College University. I think that's what it means. And so, Black people weren't allowed to go to universities and colleges. We had things like segregation, where we weren't allowed to go to places like Howard and all these Ivy League schools that are very prestigious. And so we made our own spaces, and now they're being attacked. The current administration is actively trying to take away more and more money away from these HBCUs, and I don't know what they're doing with it. Well, we probably will. I know what they're doing with it, but it's just these things. It's nothing new, and it's just a running cycle, and it's gonna keep going on until we really start paying attention and being vocal about these issues, being like activists for our own communities. And you don't even have to, like, being an activist, you don't have to do the most strenuous work. You don't have to tie yourself to a tree. But it could be as small as just calling your senator. It could be as small as DMing someone and saying, hey, you need to work on this part of your company because it's not good representation of your targeted audience. So it's just a lot of things that are just so small, so minuscule, but people are not putting in the effort. They don't care to cater to everyone. They want to have this certain image like we've had for years, and they want to continue to perpetuate this certain image and go on with that and kind of disregard, all the brown and black people, because it's easier. They don't have to think about them. We don't have to accommodate for them because, black people have different hair. So we have to have people that are specialists in doing black hair. We have different skin tones. So you have to have different, a wider range of foundation shades, things like that. And a lot of times these companies, they don't want to put in that extra coin into a person that they didn't really care about in the first place. So am I surprised? No. Do I hope that we'll do better over time? Yes. And I think we will. And also we need to stop supporting these companies and uplift companies that are owned by people that look like us. It's time to start really pushing for a equal ground, I guess economically, but I mean black capitalism and capitalism in general is just crappy. So it would be great that we could be a community, but we're definitely not in that space, and we won't be for a long time. Personally, I'm a democratic socialist. People may think that's scary or think I'm some type of, communist, but communism and socialism they're very different. And also a lot of people, especially with public education, we've been taught that all this stuff is bad. Communism is bad, socialism is bad, and we must have I'm really getting off subject. Oh my god, I can go on and ramble on. I only have 8 more minutes to record this, but basically we've been taught to fear the things that we don't have any knowledge of. And that kind of reflects how things are with the social influencers. We don't really know about black hair. Even in the black community, we're just now starting to kind of be more in touch with our own roots, literally, where we know how to do our own hair. And so it's just, we gotta just create our own spaces, basically, and know who we're supporting and have purpose and intention in everything that we support and we watch and surround ourselves with. That's mainly that's the main point that I want to share to everyone, is just to be conscious of the things that you're intaking and the people you surround yourself with, because this stuff is toxic and it is really dwindling on your spirits. And so just know who you're around, what you're watching, because what you take in is what comes out as well. So yeah, basically just do better. I'm not surprised about the current state of social media and influencers, as anything that's you can capitalize off of. People are going to take advantage of them, and people don't really realize is these social influencers, they are being taken advantage of. These token blacks and people of color, they're just that token person. They're that token Asian, that token Middle Eastern person. You're being used, and I really want these people to realize that they are being used, and to kind of reject that and speak your truth and know what you're getting into and who you are friends with, because a lot of these people, they don't have your best interest, and that's one thing that I've learned over time myself. So just some, I guess, some wisdom. But yeah, you guys have a good day, and I am done rambling, so you can go on with the rest of your day doing whatever. So see you guys. Bye. It's my video. Y'all want to take it? No. I'm taking a video.